more stretching into the bridle so that he rounds his back more, and then he's going to reach more forward with his hind legs. That's already better. Good. And go ahead and use your whole arena, straight ahead, change direction. Yep, go with him. Good. Just watch that left ear for me, okay? Flex the left until his left ear comes back to you. Keep playing with the left rein until the left ear comes back. Yes, and now yield him a little bit. Good. So you lost his attention like way here in the middle, even though he didn't really spook to the end. But I saw his loss of focus. Use the left rein and your left leg to keep bending him around your inner leg, and when that left ear comes back and listens to you and says, you know, what you doing up there? Then you soften and reward him, and as soon as that inside ear gets forward, then you relax. Then you flex him again, and as soon as the inside ear comes back, then you relax. Good. So now you're riding right down to the belly of the beast down there. So think about your right leg and your right flexion, okay? So he takes his attention away from what's happening on the outside of the arena and focuses on what's happening on the inside of the arena, which, lucky for you, is nothing. And reward him. And a little bit more forward and still stretching again. There, go with him. Good. Good. Think about how low you can get his right ear. Because here he's a little bit stiffer going to the right than he is to the left, yeah? So think about your inner leg, yielding the right hind leg under him a little bit, and see how stretched you can get him down again over the back, reaching down into the right ear. More. Yep, don't be afraid to bend a bit more than that. There, and then soft. And then bend a little bit more again. Good. No less trot than this. This is getting better and better. Do you like how I said, like, just start and show me what you do, and then I immediately can't shut up? That's what I do. Very good. Keep that right leg, right rein until he pays attention to you, and then immediately you soften and reward him. You know, we have to remember that they're flight animals, okay? So I don't want you to hold that right bending forever when he's nervous of something, because then he goes, oh, she's making me stay in a place where I'm scared. So you get his attention and then let him feel the confidence to go through that and to go away from that. Good. And see if you can go all the way down the long side the next time. Yeah, no worries. Good. Flex. Yeah, there, the inside ear comes back. Now relax and reward. There, good riding. Good. And straight ahead. This is my favorite trot so far. How's this feel? Good. Inner leg. Push a little bit the leg yielding thought to the outside rein. Good. And reward. Good. This way, especially with the whip in your right hand, I want you to think about getting them around your right leg as much as possible. Keep going. Keep going. There, good. Good. A little bit more on the inside leg again. Good. There, now relax. That's better. You feel there, now he looks for the bridle down there, huh? Because then the inside hind leg came to a better place. His inside hind leg, for me, is falling a little bit towards me. And I want you to think about how he pushes off the inside leg and how you use your inside leg for the forward in the trot. Very nice. And straight ahead. Good. Yeah, pay attention to his ears. Especially on a young horse. That's how we survive. Good. Flex the right, but don't stop. Don't stop riding. Flex the right until the right ear comes back and you relax. Yes, good riding. And circle down there and see if you can get all the way down to the short side. Good. By riding forward, okay? Not slowing down. Riding forward. Make him feel that there is an open door for him to go through. Yes, good boy. Good boy. It's a boy, right? Okay, good boy. Yep, inner leg a little. Inner leg. There, and soft. Good. Good, and let's give him a little break. Very good. So far, so good. How does he feel? Yeah. He doesn't look like he's very tired from the weekend. Okay. Good. And give him in the walk as long of a rein as you feel confident, okay? As you feel you can. So first you can lengthen your rein a little bit. Good. And then here, think about how you use your lower leg and actually lean. So the walk is it's a very good question. The walk is all about the back. You know, what you have is a horse that actually has quite a nice clear walk with a clear 4-beat rhythm. And I don't disagree with you to say that sometimes he gets a little bit in a shape in the walk that I would actually like him more in the trot. In the trot, he gets a little bit long, and in the walk, he gets a bit curled up. So what you can walk is think about how you can get the front leg to reach even longer, and then he's going to step towards the bridle. So think about how you can use your seat, and you can even, I'm sorry, tell me your name again? Sarah. You can even lean forward a little bit, okay? Especially on a young horse. Young horses really respond to our weight aids, okay? And when we lean to the right, they drift to the right. When we lean to the left, they drift to the left. When we lean forward, they reach forward. When we lean back, they slow down because they want to be balanced ultimately, right? They don't know enough to not want to be balanced. They try to be balanced, and sometimes we unbalance them. So like on the diagonal here, if you put your shoulders about 12 inches more forward towards his ears, see how he reaches then with a longer front leg towards the bridle, and then you just relax your seat. Good. And now lean a little forward again and put your calves on a little. So he went from like one hoof print over track to about 4 hoof prints over track there. Maybe 3, let's say. Right. Good. And then relax again. There. You know, we have a few Spanish horses in our training business, and sadly, none of them have huge walks. And so this is something we work on every day, because the walk is all about the separation of the front and back legs. And the more we can get them to reach forward on the front legs, then those hind legs have to follow, right? So think about, even you can exaggerate that a little bit, how you lighten your seat, reach towards his ears with your shoulders, close your calves a little bit back in that moment. Good, and drive a little with your calf, even more. Good, really lean forward. There. See how then he looks for the bridle a bit more? Yeah. He looks for the bridle because he takes you more across the ground, right? And on a young horse, sometimes when you drive with your seat, they're not strong enough in their backs to be able to manage that. So they actually hollow more and get shorter and quicker. And by here, you actually lighten your seat. You put your weight up here. He goes, oh, I'm going to catch you. And by lightening your seat, his back also has the freedom to come up. Good. Does that answer your question? Do you feel that that's helping? What I like is when he gets tense, though, he gets longer in his strides, actually, not shorter. That's good. I had a mare years ago that was really spooky, but the spookier she got, the bigger she moved. It was amazing. I loved it when she was spooking. And so he's 4 or he's 5?
He's 4.
4. So he started late in his 3-year-old year?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little bit late.
Okay. No, that's not so late. Okay, let's start to pick him up a little bit again. And even as you're picking him up, think about where your shoulders are. Keep that reach of the front leg. Good, that he always wants to be in as big of a walk as possible. We always support that. Later in his life, when we start developing the collected walk, then we can organize the exact length we want of the stride. It's much easier if he learns now to make as big of a walk as possible that you collect later than have him learn to walk small that you have to make bigger later. Good. Lean a little forward, lighten your seat, and close your calves. Good. Good, and whenever you're ready, you go ahead again and start in trot. Good. Very nice. Good, nice and tall in your upper body. There. Keep your chin up a little bit, otherwise your chin gets a little bit forward. Yeah. And a little bit more ground covering when you can. Just close your inner leg always for the forward in the trot. Good. Watch that left ear, or he's going to spook down by the video camera. Inner leg, flex left, and give. There. You don't have to hold that left flexion all the way through the corner. You have to hold the left flexion only until you feel his attention back on you. Very good. And make a 3 serpentine. Nice. In this frame here, this is nice. Hands a little lower. Even lower with your own hands. Good. Eyes up. Plan your line. Think about the bending, yeah? Next time I want you to change your posting diagonal when you change the direction. The posting diagonal is important because the posting diagonal is about you having your inside leg come on naturally when the inside hind leg goes forward when you're on that outside posting diagonal, especially on a young horse. That helps him balance. When you change your posting diagonal now your right foot naturally closes at the moment his right hind comes off the ground, encouraging it to step more under his body, which we love. Very nice. Good. And when you're ready, let's make a transition to canter. Good. Good. And a little more ground covering when you can. Sit a little taller, arch your back. Outside calf for forward and canter, okay? Close your right leg. This much canter, okay? Not less. Keep going. Flexion a little bit and give. Flex and give. There, that's better. Now straight ahead. More canter. Medium. Go. Yeah, pat him, pat him, pat him. And now bend the left and give. Bend the left and give. What he can do as a quarter horse is tuck his butt under and run. Right? I love that. Yeah, that's right. Big, huge working gaits, okay? He has nice, clean gaits, but not as big as he could have. That was just about balance. No worries. Pat him. Keep him a bit around your inner leg. Your left shoulder a bit back. There. And now you can get a little lighter in your seat again. And let him feel how his back can come up. And then in the short sides, you sit a little heavier. And now you sit a little lighter and forward. Flex the left, flex the left, flex the left. That's right. That's right. Good riding. And now you sit a little bit heavier. Come on your diagonal. Flex the left. You're doing great. Yeah. Super. And find your trot. Good. Go with him. This much trot. Don't stop. I love the trot he landed into, and then you sort of went to minimize it a little bit. Right? Flexion right. Good. You have to show people, especially as he's for sale, the quality of what he can become and change their idea of that quarter horse half, right? Good. Because there in the first steps of trot, he had a beautiful trot for any breeding. And then we don't want to minimize that, especially on a young horse of any breeding. We want him to feel encouraged to have as big of gaits as he can, yeah? Good. A little bit more about your right leg in those moments there. Yes, that was good riding, Sarah. Very good. And pat him with your right hand. He's being very good. Yeah, don't stop. Don't stop. You can Good. We keep going, we do a little canter this way, and then he'll take a break, okay? Good. Inner leg. It's okay. Good. And let's just do that once more. We find the trot again. Flexion a little right. Close your knees, okay? To trot, close your knees. Good. And bend him a little bit until he can't canter. Yeah, there. Now close your knees. Now breathing, relaxing. Go with him. Go with him. Now. There. Good boy. And pat him. Yes. Good. A little bit more with your right foot into his body. So he wants to make the right rib cage supple and straight ahead. Good. More canter. Yeah. I like this. Keep him a little more around your right leg if you can, but I liked your bravery there. Then you feel, that's okay, pat him. Pat him, pat him, and back to trot. No big deal. He wants to do clean changes? We'll take that. Good. Yep, take your time though, yeah? Make him a little bit rounder around your right leg from a nice big forward working trot on the other posting diagonal. Good. Yeah, just there. The reason you got that change is what I had said earlier. He's not quite enough around your inner leg, right? You keep your right leg forward a little bit at the girth. Flex the right and give. Flex the right and give. So you don't hold it too long that he feels like he wants to come off the wall, but that he listens to you and gets supple down on the right ear a little. There. Good. Then you feel the shoulders come up better, yeah? Good. Once more straight ahead. And you're going to come back on your diagonal. Keep a little the right rein. Yes. Circle once down there. You build his confidence a little bit. Try and get the neck a little deeper. A little deeper. There. And now relax. Good. Now come back on the diagonal. And you find your trot, okay? And be ready. Be ready to go with it. There. Outside hand low. Good. Flex a little to the left. There. And soft. That's pretty. No, yeah, no less trot. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Come, come. Good, and a big circle in the middle. Good, and walk and pat him. Good, that's a lot of work for a young horse. We give him a break, yeah? Good, and now push the walk a little bit and lean forward. See, then feel what that feels like in your hips, right? You feel how he swings under you there? That's the feeling I want you to always go back to. Good, any questions so far? Okay. Good. Even on a longer rein if you can. All the way to the buckle. There. I like on the walk breaks if we can give him all the way to the buckle. If he's going to behave, if he's going to bolt on you or something, then that's a different story. But if you can, he has to feel like he has the moment also to relax. And I like when the rein is this length, we're not really communicating with his mouth. And what, for me, I see, that's okay, and reward. Yes. What I see more often than not is people who have a feeling of the mouth, but they're not really telling them anything on these walk breaks. Like you're just getting close to doing it again. Right? You're shortening up your rein slowly, but you're not going to really make him round and supple and stretched. You're just going to feel him for your own security, which is what makes horses a little bit dull in the mouth, stop moving through their backs. You know, like everyone's experienced a riding school pony, right? And if you get on one of those, I mean, you can pull on their mouths all you want and nothing happens, right? Because they are so programmed to have people riding them, feeling their mouth, but not really communicating in a way that they know what that means. And we never want that to happen with our horses, right? We want to teach him to be beautifully connected into the bridle. And part of that is giving him this responsibility just to relax on a long rein, which he's doing great. He's reaching down. Good. He's behaving. Good, let's let him walk another lap or two around, catch his breath. About how that walk swings under you, right? Good, and keep experimenting with how you can lean forward and get that walk to reach longer. Good, try and keep them a little bit more around your inner leg. Very nice. Good, forward a little from your inner leg and lean forward a little bit so you're ready. Always about longer strides. No whip, because the whip is going to do what? It's going to make them a little bit short and quick. So instead, put your calves in 3 strides and think trot. Good. If you think about trot, he's going to reach forward as long as you're a little bit ready for him. Think trot and reach forward. There. That's a better reaction, right? Because the whip, you know, I'm fine with you carrying a whip, though normally I like to not need it if I can. But we have to be careful about using that whip because the whip can make him, you know, get short and quick, which is really good in a whole nother, you know, like when we're starting to work on the piaffe and stuff like that. And he has a quick twitch naturally, which I love. But right now, it's about getting to reach over the back, and the whip can create tension that we don't want, yeah? Very good. Instead, put your leg on and think trot. Because this is a very common thing, right? When we want to make the walk bigger, we put our leg on, and I see it all the time, then people kick and use the whip, and they're still not even speeding up. But then, if I say trot, let me see what that happens. Let me see a transition to trot. Good. And then walk again. Flex the left. Good. And now let me see once more the transition to trot. Straighter down the right. Good. And go and rising. The trot is always easier to find than the forward in the walk, right? So that's a lesson for us in that we can use the idea of the trot transition to create more forward in the walk, right? And now sitting trot. Good. And now back to rising trot. Good. A little straighter in his body, and then flex left and give. Good. Very nice here. And nice and soft in your elbows. Is he barefoot behind? No, yes, she's behind. Good. And change direction. That's beautiful there. Keep that thought, same concept. That looks like it feels nice in the bridle. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it feels good.
Good. And come down the second quarter line, or even a little closer to the wall than the second quarter line, and just show me a little baby leg yield over to the wall. You can take as long as you want. My priority is that he stays pretty parallel and around your right leg. Good. And pat him with your right hand. That was very good riding. Let's do that once more. No less trot. Flex a little right. Flex a little right and give. It was a little harder this way as you're riding towards the camera. That's no problem. Let's do it once more. Good. Take your time. Feel a little bit more the right turn in it. There. See how that puts the right hind leg in a bit of a better place? Good. Diagonal. And then show me a bit of a medium trot. And the same thing as we did in the walk, okay? Think forward with your upper body. So he wants to reach forward. Good job. That's okay. I didn't really love the line that you were on. Let's make a little baby leg yield again this way. Next time we do that, I want you to be a bit more dedicated to the straightness and riding right to the very last letter. Good. And soft. Keep that forward thought. Good, and let's do that once more down this long side. Good, inner leg a little. I think on a young horse you could also ride with your stirrups a little shorter. I think would help you. Good. And now come back once more on the diagonal. This time I want you to ride all the way to H, okay? I want you to see that letter between his ears. And forward. Lean forward a little. That's better. Feel he finds a bit more cadence in that. Good. Keep trotting. Don't slow down. Don't slow down. Excuse me. In a big circle. Keep his attention with that right ear. Very nice. And pat him. Just being very good. So now feel the difference in the trot. Now the leg yield opened his back a little bit, and he found another gear in the trot. Yeah, there, he finds a bit more swing. Good, very nice. This is my favorite trot so far. How's that feeling? Good, and so from here, let's make a transition to canter. Yeah, inner leg for the inner rein, okay? I love that you use the inner rein. Let's do that once more. This time I want you to make your outside hand lower, okay? Yeah, do you agree with me? Yeah, I think that they're a little long for a young horse. Is this a foam saddle though, a keep? Yeah. That's the only downside. Okay. Yeah. Well, good for you for being aware of that. Good, so you take your time, feel that trot you had before the canter, because that was really great. You found another sort of moment of cadence and gear, and the shoulders started to really lift, and then because the shoulders were lifting, he began tracking up more. The hind legs had a better place to belong under him. Super job. Good, that's a better stirrup for you. Yeah. Normally I try not to come in, well, I shouldn't say that because I changed the last horse's bridle and now I changed your stirrup. I was going to say I try not to change too much, but I think that this is going to help you. And then now when you're ready, a little more on your outside rein, yes. So you're flexing him right in the transition, but make sure he's staying a little rounder on the left in the transition, and now back to the right flexion. Good. Stay on the circle, and let's move the circle down a little bit further so that you don't have to deal with the short side where there's been more tracks. There's a bit more stability in the footing here. Good. Good. Your hands a little closer together. And think about staying a little more in your right stirrup when you want him to turn. You want him to, that's okay. Flexion, flexion, take your time. So here's my theory, or my idea about that, right? When the horses break, if you can catch him in the moment he's breaking, great. If not, then take your time to develop the trot again, okay? Because the transition, well, the canter is a reflection of the quality of the transition, and the transition is a reflection of the quality of the gait before the transition. There, this is a better canter. Stay in your inside stirrup a little bit when you want to turn. Good. Especially because your saddle sits a little bit on the left side. So if you put your saddle a little on the right when you want to make the right turn in. Very nice. Good. Now when you're ready, Sarah, let's make a transition back to trot. So just close your knees and be ready and straight ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Super job. Good. Flex a little to the right and give. So he lets you in on the right side with your right foot. And come across the long diagonal once more. Start planning your turn. Planning your turn. Good, you're doing great. Very nice. Keep them round on the right. Keep them in the right flexion. In the right flexion. Yes. Now when you change your posting diagonals when you change, okay? So I don't really mind where you change your posting diagonal. What I want to see is that when you change your posting diagonal, that's the moment you change your flexion, all right? Because that's the moment that your new, when you change your posting diagonal, your new inside leg comes on. That's okay. And pat him again with your left hand. Make him pay attention to you a little bit. And change your posting diagonal back. Good. And then in the middle, let's make a big circle at E again. And we finish once with the nice left lead canter, just like you rode the right. You rode the right, great. Good. A little bit more in front of your left leg first. Good. That's a better trot. Good. That was your best transition. Inner leg, flexion. Let's move a little bit down to P and V where he's a bit more confident. Good. A little lighter in your seats and close your outside leg a bit so he covers a bit ground. Round, round. Flex and give. A little touch with your inside leg once. Kick. Yes. He's pooping and he doesn't think he has to keep going. Good. And flex and give. There. Stay a little in your inside stirrup for your turn. And now, down this next long side, I want you to ride forward and straight down the long side. Keep that left ear. Yes. Lean a little forward to allow him to cover ground. It's okay. Bend the left. You rode great. Circle there. This time, lie your whip on his shoulder here. There. That's okay. Get organized. Get organized. Take your time. Good. All the way around the arena once. Lie your whip on the left shoulder a little. Yeah. So give him a boundary there. Lie your whip on the left shoulder again. Good. Now be prepared that around B he's going to want to think about spooking, right? A little tap on the shoulder. It's okay. So tap on the shoulder again. I actually rather that. I'd rather he break the trot and focus on your line and not decide he wants to be in the middle of the arena. That's for me a better reaction. Because at least then you're controlling one thing. Good. Rounder on the right. Rounder, way rounder, way rounder, way rounder. Good riding. Good. Use the outside rein to lower the neck a little bit and come back on your diagonal. Keep in the left flexion, keep on your line, and then you find your trot. Be ready. Now your inner leg, flex right. Good. And pat him. Good. And walk. Good. I think he's gotten a little poop now. Very good. Do you have any questions about that? Good riding. You've done a nice job with him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a nice horse. Good job. Do you guys have any questions about that? Great. Good. Maybe somebody will write you a check at the end of today.